the large economy size X, but the Monster X has been knocked down. If you look really careful, you may see Mr. Sullivan hiding in the trees. Life is good. And Mr. Michael Matt is documenting the trees.
To another episode of World Bigfoot Radio.
That's a long way away, and it's 9,900 feet. Right here, much closer, is Sushi at 10 feet off the floor of the canyon. Hey Sushi, say hi. And I'm sitting at an elevation of 3,250 feet. Where am I? Oh, well, let me show you. I'm in town. I'm actually sitting out on my porch right now. You look over this way, you can see the north end of the mountain range over there. And then over on this side is the Bitterroot Range. That's actually right over there is Blue Mountain. That's the anchor for the whole Blue Mountain Range. It goes out into the western from here. And then of course up there is Mount Lolo that we were just looking at, 9,900 feet. And this is the very edge of Mount Sentinel over here, about a mile away. So there you go. Delta Falls. It is cold enough up here right now. I can see my breath. You can probably tell by the volume level it's loud. That's because we've been getting a lot of water here. Matter of fact, it just snowed earlier. Oh, we were on our way up here. You can probably see the snow on the hillside over there. What? Oh, the deer. Yeah, we got a deer visiting us too. He's just sitting there looking at us. What are these dumb humans doing? Yeah, we're up here kind of early to visit, huh? He's probably like, what the hell, humans are up here this early? He's looking for a free meal. He's probably used to the tourists here giving her handouts. So anyway, we got to get going, get up to camp here. We still got to go further up the pass. We got a ways to go yet. We say bye-bye to our cute little deer here. Here we are, way the hell up in the Sapphire Mountain. There's my truck. There's another truck. There's Papa Craig. That's whose truck it is. You see his breath? Yeah, see that? June, what's the date today? 10th. Yeah. 10th of June. Yeah. Yeah, you know I was laughing at you guys down south and telling you about how you're going to freeze to death? That's why. See you in a bit. It's kind of peculiar colored water. Hey guys, I'm up here in the Skalkaho. I'm just driving around scanning for tree structures. Currently trying to find the giant teepee, if you haven't spotted yet. But it looks like there's some other stuff going on over here. So I'm going to try and get across and check it out. And I'll be right back with you. There's Papa Craig. He's up here in the high timber with me. Where Forest Construction Inc. has really good building materials. Lots of lodgepole pines. Can you see it? There's a big teepee structure right there. Let's walk over. Wading through the timber. Look at that. Wading through the timber. So they don't make it easy to find some of this stuff or get to it. We actually have skeeters here. I'm surprised because we got 5 inches of snow up in the pass last night. All the pine trees up there were covered with snow and looked like Christmas trees when they were coming down. And we got just low enough where we were at in the valley that there hadn't been very much snow there. It melted right away. But we got frost again last night. And my mug of iced tea that I was drinking out of kept freezing solid. So, hey, all you southern guys that didn't make it, you would have froze to death anyway. Let's walk around and check out some more of this tangled mangle. Commonly, humans don't walk through stuff like this, which is why usually they don't find this kind of stuff, because, you know, who wants to walk through all this fallen timber, trying to get through all this stuff in order to look for maybe potentially there's something weird there. Doesn't happen a lot. You can see, let's see if you can get it. You can see the river is right down there. And the old wagon trail actually runs right next to it. So in the interest of not dropping the camera, I'm going to, I ain't even on the ground right now. Walking across the timber. So I'm going to put camera away. And then I will come back when I get over to where it's a little bit safer to be doing some camera work. Catch you then. Okay, I'm back on the ground again. That's what I was walking through over there. When I stopped filming, I was up there. Anyway, oh, sorry about that. More of what the areas around these things look like. You know, just the amount in here. This is just like, other areas don't look like this. And so whether they're taking advantage of areas with an obscene amount of deadfall or they're actually creating it, it gets apparently one desired effect of stupid humans are too lazy and lumbering and clod-like to get through this stuff and don't want to walk through it. So consequently, we don't go far enough out into it to see what could be out in the middle of a big tangle of this kind of stuff. And this is like, believe it or not, this is pretty light compared to what we find in some of these places, where it's like even considerably bigger and more tangled. And it's just such a pain in the butt to walk through, you know. Well, humans don't go through there. So whether they're picking these spots because of that or they're actually helping to create it, I don't know. But we keep seeing it over and over again, especially where the really big structures are. And you probably have seen that other channel over there in Colorado where they film structures and stuff all the time. And it's the same kind of thing. We've got a lot more elaborate constructions around here and stuff that we've filmed before in the past. But, you know, a lot of this to me just looks like it's deadfall, it just fell down, whatever. There just happens to be a really inordinately big amount of it all in one place. So anyway, we're going to go up the river now and see if we can find any tracks along the way. So let's get started on that. I'll take you guys with me for a little ways here. Snapped off branch. Alright, sorry while I'm waving you around in the air here. I'm looking for where this branch came from. Not seeing anything here. Papa Craig taking a look around. I gotta wade back through this mess. Poop. This is the vestigial game trail here. Keeps fading in and out. Somebody turn over a rock. Probably bear. We're far enough down the pass here. There's bears running around here. More poop. Not bear poop though. It's so fun to hike through stuff like this. Just a joy. Once again, not standing on the ground. About 3 feet up right here. Dude, quit filming your bloody shoes and get on with it. Yeah, I hear you. Here we go. Another suspicious big tangle right here. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, trying to cling precariously and worth the camera one-handed again. Yeah, this is fun. Okay. Got a old track here, indistinct. Got my foot next to it. Probably not that easy to see. Toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Squished down the ground. There's where my foot is. There's the ground next to it. And then looking like the heel maybe down here. Hard to tell, but you're looking at like that. So old, not distinct, but probably worth taking a look at anyway. Let me get a tape measure on this here thing. Let's see what we look at from the big toe down. Maybe 15, probably. So, pretty good size. Anyway, I'll wander around here some more, see if I can find some newer ones for you. And I'll come back when I do. Okay, just came from that direction over there. Where the huge timber tangle is. There's still more of it going this way. And there's a river right next to it. I'm trying to find any tracks because down here next to the river they like to walk here, and also the ground's fairly soft, so we do occasionally leave something down here. But it looks like we're about to run out of ticket. Timber tangle. So let's walk along here a little ways, see if we can spot anything. And here you are. This is what it normally looks like. Occasional fallen timber. And then you get over that way, and it's a couple hundred yards of everything knocked down. But just as many other trees as there are over here. You can see the dispersion of healthy and still standing trees pretty much constant, whether we were over there or over here. Where's all the fallen trees over this way? There's Papa Craig. Up sea caught up. He's trying to wade across. Road's back over Dataway, which is where we're heading now. On back at the site we were on in 2019 with the whole big team, and Caveman and Kevin and all those guys. They're just showing Papa Craig what it looks like, and also pointing out their observation spots. We were on the other side of the river, of course, because we could get over there. There's one of them. There's another one. There's a third one back there. And then right over here on this side, there's another one. When we were here, we had vehicles parked all over the place here. And Ashton had his big old huge pickup pulled into this spot right here, straddling this rock. The front end of the truck is about over here. So as you can see, campfire back there, truck here, no light over here. Over here is where Shane and Caveman were sitting, on these couple rocks right here, just chatting away, watching two boogers sneak across the river. They were over on that point, and Caveman spotted them first. You could see the glint off their eyes, and one of them actually bolted across the river and slowly worked his way up this side over here until he was in that little thicket right there, which, as you can tell, ain't very far away. That's where you're sitting. And Michael comes over here to grab a log for the fire, because they'd used up all their firewood, and we had a big pile of firewood right here. So he grabs a log and he turns around and he says, "Hey, why do I feel like somebody's watching me?" And Caveman says, "Because there's a husking right over there watching you." And Mike goes, "Oh, that must be what it was." Just keep walking away with the log, which was hilarious. I think Caveman found it to be hilarious too. But yeah, the locals here, they know where all the good hiding spots are. And hopefully I can get the picture. I was trying to get Papa Craig to shoot video, but he keeps taking pictures for some reason. But I was in the same spot the booger was in, and he got a picture of me there, which you should be able to see me pretty obviously, because hey, got a baseball cap on with a Punisher emblem on it, and otherwise I'm pretty much the same color that the Sasquatch was, because I got a black hoodie on. Here's where you're sitting. You're sitting right here, peeking through, looking at what's over there, what's over there. How about that? There's the stand of trees again, and good. Sitting right there, right there. And there's where the campfire was, right over there. So, yeah, very close to camp, very sneaky little booger. Okay, talk to you later.
So, heading up to the Skalkaho Pass for the first big trip of the year. Can you see why we love it? I mean, this is the base of the mountain, and it's just nothing but forest and shrubs and brush. It's amazing. Little river down there. I gotta keep a watch out for other cars coming. It's a narrow road. This is another reason why we gotta make sure we're keeping our eyes on the road. Don't wanna fall down that. Like I said, narrow passageway for vehicles to get through, to pass by each other. Oh, I suppose we don't want to miss this. Waterfall. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah. It's in a ravine. Yeah, you don't want to fall down that.
Howdy, Sasquatch and Rowdies. Duke here from Base Camp, Camp A in the Hidden Valley, Land of the Giants. And since you guys heard me talk about this a few times when I had Sunny up there with me, and she saw the Sasquatch step right out in the open, I figured this is a good time to do the recreation, because this is exactly what time of day and what the light conditions were like. And she was sitting exactly where Mike, who's filming right now, is standing. And she was looking over there, and something stepped out in between these two trees and freaked her the hell out. And immediately I went over there to the same spot to measure for height and width. And so I'm going to walk over to that spot now, and you guys can see exactly how far away it is. Filled up that whole space, about 4 feet taller than me and 3 feet wider. So big boy. We measured him right after she saw him, and I brought a stick over there and held it up to where she said his head height was. So 10'4" was the official measurement. And there you go. Skalkaho 2021. Sun's going down on the second day here, and we have more people showing up. Just got a little video down there with 3M being here. Hey bud. And we got Team Helena here finally.
Final. Technical difficulties. Zeus easy.
Hey baby. There's been deer all over the frickin' place this year.
Really?
Yeah, they're everywhere. Okay, so Team Helena be here. And they're all ready to run around and do lots of stuff here in the valley tomorrow. And they got their hound dogs with them.
Oh, we're ready to go tonight.
Okay, well, count me out. Coming into the valley. Excuse me. Here's the road just coming into the valley. Something into the valley. And then you get a little bit further down. You got one going down the one end. And then here's where that little river is. And then the other one that turns and goes up the other loop around the other side of the valley. Now what me and Mike have noticed on reconning the valley here, you go away about halfway up the valley here before it starts to slope upward. There's a little access road that cuts back this way. And it was heavily trafficked, so we walked into it, and there was people had been going in there wood cutting. There were big rutted roads and stuff, and we were starting to see structures and stuff, and got back part way in, and then had to come back out again. Then up here you got the arch road that goes in this way. We've driven a little ways in each time, but it's always like too iffy for a vehicle, we need to walk it. And then when you go up here, here's where Kevin discovered the area with the giant arch and the upside down X structure, which they now put a sign up saying no road access, don't try and drive in here no more. So we don't know where that one goes to. And then you go up toward the end of the valley here where it dead ends, and it's non-motorized access only beyond that. Right before that, again, there's like a little pull-out area there, and there's a road that goes back in here. There's a little stream that crosses it, which is why we haven't bothered to walk it. And then it just goes in here. So my guesstimate, all these connect right fucking here. Let's go find out for sure.
Take a long way around, Zeus.
Okay, well, we got everybody distributed. We just dropped Ashton off on the other side of the valley. He's taken the long trail up here through the area that the lumberjerks were in for the last few years. And he's got his dog Zeus and his war spear with him. We're up here at the area that Kevin discovered in 2019. There was a snap and an arch across the road indicating Bigfoot activity over here. So he came over and found the giant arch and the upside down X structure. And since that, this was last year, they put this up. Interesting. For some reason you can't drive through here now. So anyway, the plan again is to walk down all these little trails that seem like maybe they all connect somewhere in the middle, and find out if in fact they do connect somewhere in the middle, and at least get some recon done to see what's out there. So let's go do that. You ready to go?
Let's do it.
All right.
Got the audio recorder going.
secondary mission in here is I'm trying to find that X structure, because last year when I came in here with Scott, we couldn't find it. We found the arch right away, and I was in here with Kev when he found the thing, so I didn't know where in relation to the arch that it was, and I had assumed he was up there somewhere, but now upon reviewing the video many times, I think it's actually over this way somewhere, so we're going to go check over here before we go any further out. And as you can see, there's the arch right there. Stress is now snapped it apparently, finally. See the top finally snapped. So we're going to take a little walk through here, and if we find that upside down X, we'll be back on again.
I don't know if you can see me, it's just me running it. I'm here in Scalcahoe Pass in Montana. I just want to show you where I'm at, way up here, about 8,000 feet. Some interesting stuff that I've found. There's a big X. Right, the reason I stopped here is right on the road. Maybe I'll try to get a shot of that. But there was a tree break and a bow, both pointing in this direction. I want to show you, there's Kakalaki and cat underneath the tree bow. Right there, that kind of puts it in perspective. But there's just a lot of stuff out here. It's really cool. And not even any squirrels are making any noise for us out here. While they're doing that, I'm doing this. Let me go right back over here. And there's all sorts of bows and stuff over here. Sorry if you can hear that. We're all up here just camping, and I got some interesting stuff to show you later on in another video. Something Caveman and I found last night. Pretty interesting and sad at the same time, but like I said, I'll do another video that explains that. Actually, Caveman found it. Beautiful up here, though I haven't been up here in years and I miss it. Let's see if you can see these down here. There's about 4 tree bows altogether. I'm not sure if you can see them down there, but sorry guys, I'm not doing real good. This camping trip this week has just about killed me. But I wanted to show you some of where I'm at right now in Montana. There's all sorts of breaks like that. You can get a different angle of it. That big old huge bow, and it is pushed down underneath the trees over there on the right hand side. See if you can see them down there. That's Cat, Wayne, and Shane. Well, like I said, this ain't gonna be too long. I'm not doing too hot, but let me hit pause and see if I can take off again when I get to the road and show you why I stopped and came over and looked here. Be back in just a second. All right, guys, this is what made me stop here and go look over there this direction where this bow is pointing, and that break is pointing right over there, and that's where I was at when I was doing the video just a few minutes ago. But love you guys, I'll see you later. I'll post this one when I get back to society and have some signal. See you guys in the next one. Love you. Bye.
Okay, we're on the structure road. There's been idiots back in here logging, cutting everything down. A bunch of the stuff that was in here before is gone now. But they also blocked off the road to any more road access to try and keep people from coming in here. So you can't drive in now. So we're hiking in to see if this does actually connect up here further in. It's a pretty tenuous trail to start with, but we'll see. Get back with you.
Yeah, the fact that it's probably what, 5.5, 6 feet, at least 6 feet.
What?
From there to there.
Yeah.
And it's just supported there.
It's interesting that it landed like that for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, of all the places it could have landed, it lands right on top of that. And then, is this cut? Oh, that's busted. Huh. Very, very interesting. Oh. Okay, let's see what he's pointing at. Hoopy doody. Banta poodoo. I missed these woods.
Okay, we came down until the trail petered out and disappeared. And we're down a little valley down here. There's no trail or anything down here that we can find yet. I'll look a little bit more, but I don't think that's it. So we may have to actually go back up the valley to the last turnoff up there and walk down that one and see if that's the connecting trail. But you get down here and there's a ton of deer and elk tracks all over the place. The water here, you got access to one of the little rivers in the valley right there. And then back over this way, we got a game trail here. Yeah. Guess who's been walking down this game trail? This thing is like a pit. This is this game trail gets used by everything out here. It looks like a cow path. There's no cows in this valley. Poodoo. Must be a bantha path. In case you're wondering. I haven't seen any no Sasquatch tracks yet. Lots of big mixed Sasquatch menu items running around up here. Now these little wet meadows and stuff in here. So anyway, we're going to head back out and go back to that other access road and see if that's the one that goes through. And we'll get back with you guys when we do.
Gonna work out, old man? It's a pretty good arch for you.
Okay, we're at the next spot up the road here. This one's got the same sign. You can see the sign over there on the tree. It's the same thing as the other one. Can't walk in here, no can drive in. Road closed for motorized vehicle traffic. So we're going to see if this one connects to Arch Road, how far in it goes. And walkie. Okay, yeah, I'll get back with you. Got about a quarter, a half mile up the road now. And it all kind of looks like this. Very well registered road here. Clearly it's been seeing a lot of traffic over the years. And the usual, let's cut down everything that's near the road and then not like make firewood out of it and haul it away for some stupid ass reason. So this is why they close these roads down. Freaking idiots come in here and chainsaw down everything and then they don't even take it away and make firewood out of it, and it's a huge fire hazard. Idiots. So that's why your trails are getting closed down there, idiots that are doing this. There's their excuse for doing it here. We have been seeing a lot of elk tracks though, like the size of horse tracks. Biggie big. Mike thinks he saw arch structure over here, so he went over to check it out and see if it is natural or snow load. And he's filming right now, so whatever it is, he's getting it. You can see him over there.
All right, went off the path, saw this. Underneath. Yeah, it looks like its end was underneath one of these trees. It's a nice one.
I can't see the screen, so I can't tell what you guys are looking at, in case you're wondering when I point this thing at.
Alright, so the road that Duke and I are walking is down there. He's over that direction somewhere. I saw this and I would at least document it. Which is interesting. And there's a lot of tangle up and through here. I know back in 2018 on a different ridge, I found tangles like this where trees either fell or brought in, but I was just kind of curious. I wonder if this is one of their playground areas. Doesn't look like any of these are cut. Like, where's the root ball for this? It's just here. A lot of these ends are sticking up, but no root balls. No root systems nearby. So, it's just one of those things. It's just curious and had to come investigate. All because I saw this from the distance. So if this is one of your guys' structures, thank you. Just lets us come in and look. We appreciate it, and I love the construction you do.
Mikey is clambering up the rocks. I found a big old boulder pile up here. And from one angle, it looks like there's holes up on top of it. So he's going to check and see if this is another one of those weird things that we found already a couple times. Okay, the one across from you, can you see the other side of it? The one on your right. Okay. Oh, Mike's got that. So anyway, that's where Mike is. And here's what we got across from him. Valley. I don't know if you can make it out from down here, or up here, excuse me. There's actually a river down here, so. Whoops. Try and get a little bit closer.
Alright. From the top of this boulder here. A protrusion sticking out. That's an interesting rock. Yeah, a lot of these have some kind of a protrusion sticking out from them. But I'm gonna get down. It's starting to hurt my knees.
Around the side of the boulder pile here. And you get a look at the little river down there. Anyway, here's Mike clambering down.
Mountain Goat Mike.
Mountain Goat Mike clambering down. Well, we found a connecting road here, but it's an ATV road. It doesn't have any actual vehicle, like a motorized car type vehicle tracks on it. So now we got to go walk one direction up it, which we're guessing might be closer to where it connects to the arch road if it does. Again, we don't know. We're checking out the area, so we'll get back with you.
So, after filming that last little bit, I turned around, happened to notice this little cave-looking thing. I mean, I doubt it really goes into the earth. It's probably just a little shelter made from the rock placement, but trying to check it out anyway. Well, if it is raining, you could definitely come in here and seek a little bit of shelter. Alright, so I was just up on top of that peak right there with all those rocks, boulders. Come down, here's a little outlet, drainage outlet, feeding right into the main river here.
We're down at the river. Hey,
Hey,
there's Mike.
there's a Duke.
Filming the river. So here's the upriver spot that he didn't film.
As Duke pointed out, this is deep enough to actually probably swim in right here. 5-6 feet. So peaceful.
Actually deep here. It's like 6 feet deep. You can jump right in there and scream and jump right back out again because it's liquid ice. We're down at the river. Hey, there's Mike.
There's a Duke.
Filming the river. So here's the upriver spot that he didn't film yet. Is that a Bigfoot over there? Now you guys tell me later. Hard to see with the glare on my screen. Anyway, there's actually deep here. It's like 6 feet deep. You could jump right in there and scream and jump right back out again because it's liquid ice. And there's the big old rock that we just clambered down from up there. And, man, I can't hold the camera steady. What the hell's wrong with me? Okay. I'm back around. Mountain goat Mike. Mountain goat Mike. He went squatching. It says gone squatching on the shirt.
Heck yeah. Wish I could do it more often.
No kidding. Well, anyway, this would be a heck of a place to camp here, and nice little spot for swimming, and way too far out in the middle of nowhere.
Doesn't it look like something put its weight right there?
Yeah, it kind of almost does, huh? But nah, it would have to be a mountain giant or something. So, man, those things can't possibly exist. So anyway.
Butt squatch dipping his toes.
Butt squatch, yeah, that's
And we headed southwest.
Mike leans up and waves. This is fucking classic.
Hot dogs, not great for some reason. Alright, so we're looking for the Super X. Came up our first hill. Got some more tangle and interesting leans. So I think they've been building over here. Another big one right over there. You can kind of see it right here. He thinks he sees something. And look at all this. Look at all this tree fall. No root systems for some of these trees. This was not here last year. It was not this heavy. Well, they definitely redecorated the place. Well, no, it's still further this direction, but this much fallen tree tangle was not here. Do you remember having to climb through this much? And we still got a few little uprises to go.
Sunday morning. You see the river's a lot higher than it usually is. You go on the edge of the sandbar right there. It's kind of usually where the water line is by fall. So it's a couple feet above where it usually is. You can see the to get an angle on this. We struck it rich! The river's running with gold! Fool's gold. It looks like gold. There's gold all over in this river. We're rich! Looks like somebody set up a giant glitter bomb upstream. Iron pyrite. Yeah, Mike was just saying you should pick up a handful so they can look at it really close.
Yeah, let's go ahead and grab a little handful and stuff.
Let's grab a handful and get it up close here so y'all can see it. Oh, I'm trying to zoom back out here again, too close. There you go.
Yeah, you got like just, it looks like glitter.
Sparkly. Many a prospector that didn't know their butt from a hole in the ground thought that they had struck it rich. It's just iron pyrite. But it looks cool.
Fool's gold!
Fool's gold! I'm a fool and it's my gold! Yeah, that's kind of fun. You don't usually see rivers with golden sparkle all over, you know. This place is really weird. Anyway, okay, we're gonna go and find the giant X structure again, hopefully. They were over there last night right before dark, and said they'd actually, Forest Construction Inc. had been over there building new stuff, so we kind of need to go over there and document whatever we can find anyway. Here we are going back to camp, following Michael. He's got his tent all taken down. Hawk had his tent over here. There's Pop Craig taking his tent down. There my vehicle. There was tenting right there. And LOD Animal was tenting right there. So we had the full house there. And then when Ashton and Austin were here, they were actually set up with their camper across the road. So we had the place just packed. But anyway, I'll be right back.
So this is that Widowmaker from the previous year, year before. It used to be up there. Finally came down. We're gonna go try and see if we can find that Super X again. I had issues last night. Found some structures that I have images of that led us to it. But then it kind of got dark. Things didn't look the same. So we had to turn around.
We are up where the Super X was with Papa Craig, who's catching his breath. And we got, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 big boulders all in a row. So that's how we know we're in the right spot. Additionally, over here on the side, we've got, over here on the side we got an X structure. A smaller X. You guys, if you go look at the Super X video, would see that we barely paid any attention to, but when I was standing underneath it, and I was sort of filming around it off to the side, there's an X. So, get you up a little closer. X marks the spot. But if you go over here, the big X is down. Either got knocked down by weather or they took it down. You can see the boulder pile behind it still there. There's Mike. Hey Mike, say hi.
Hey guys, I'm coming too.
Yeah, hey guys.
I'm actually going to walk over here and see if those structures are down here. Put those down here.
And it looks like there's even more additional down timber since the last time we was here. I'll have to go back and look at the video, but it looks like there's more extra logs either knocked down or drug into place here. Papa Craig. Alright, I'm gonna follow Mike over here because we found other structures down here the last time we were down this way, so we'll go check those out. Be right back.
Look at that. How's it look from below? that, folks. Wow. Oh, we're coming to check it out. Structure. They just happen to all go right in between the fork of that tree. Of all the places they could fall, right into the fork of that tree.
Oh, it's totally coincidental. It's like that beach feature.
Yeah, yeah. Coincidence happens naturally. Well, you can see the row of giant boulders in the row where the Super X is. You can see, let me zoom in, that burnt spiral tree. There's Duke filming. And the Super X,
very large.
well, I just had a moment where my camera gave out. I was trying to film the Super X that has either been taken down by them or wind has knocked it down. We don't know. I'm down here. They must have built up on this one. This is huge. If you guys want to come check it out. Yeah, no, either they took down the Super X or the wind knocked it down. Something. But this is the location last year where my camera went fuzzy. In fact, I was standing over here closer to this pile of random trees. I mean, that is just a random cluster of trees. But I had gone down here to try and get it clear, and actually I think there was a bigger log over here because I was trying to film that. Are you talking to me? Okay. But yeah, it looks like they've built up onto this one. But yeah, there was right over here when the camera was fuzzy last year, cleared up when I made a growling frequency, a growling sound. Oh, no, actually it must have been right here I was trying to film. But yesterday, I had the same thing happen in a different location. And I was able to get the camera nice and clear again, but this time with a different frequency. The growl worked for a second, and then it went back to being fuzzy. Oh man, this is bright. Let's see if we can find a spot in the shade. That's huge. But yeah, the fact that twice I was able to fix my camera with the vibrational frequency leads me to think that they are using sound to disrupt our equipment, which might help explain blob squatch, that they're being targeted and so the camera can't function properly. Dang. This is massive. Alright, I'm going to sign off for now. I'll see you later.
Okay, there he is. You can see that's Mike. He's gonna walk underneath it, behind a bunch of trees where I can't really see him. Yeah. See Mike down there? That's how big it is. And it's brand new. That was in X last year when Mike was down there, and now they built more on it. So I'm gonna go down and film it too. Be down there in a minute.
All right, so got this one that's kind of pushed over, coming up. It's in the Y of that part of the branch, and this one is pushed over to that Y, and it's leaning on that. And then you can see the rub damage right there. It's pretty recent. I don't remember this last year. There's Duke, Papa Greg. But I came up here last night and filmed some of this. All this tangle. It's crazy.
The large economy size X, but the Monster X has been knocked down. If you look really careful, you may see Mr. Sullivan hiding in the trees. Life is good. And Mr. Michael Met is documenting the trees.
So, just leaving the area that we were camping in the Scalgaho Pass, and I started driving by some of the burnt down sections of forest, and I was looking at the trees on the mountains and hills, and they made me think of all that tangle that we had found up there, heading up to the Super X. Those trees in that tangle, they're obviously not recently fallen, and they weren't there last year. And they have the same look and characteristics of these trees that have suffered fire damage that weren't, charred. Like, they're not black, but they have that grayish looking outer of them, and they kind of have that little bit of a twist from the heat. And so I'm wondering if these things aren't going up to some of these burnt hills and ripping out some of these dead trees that were part of the fire, dragging them into certain areas, whether to make it harder for humans to go in, or makes it easier to slow animals down to hunt them and trap them, or if it's just more surface area they can walk on to not leave tracks, and of course playground area for their youngsters. So I thought I would video myself with that thought so I don't forget, because I am really bad about that. I'm very much out of sight, out of mind kind of person. So I probably would have forgot by the time I got home, because I got like a 4-hour drive. So I don't know. You can comment what you think. I don't know. It seems plausible to me, but just an idea, just a thought. Bye.
Okay, just getting ready to leave the mountains here. It is Sunday, and ATVs racing all over the place. And we're all taking off. And everybody likes to bug me. Duke, it's April, it's May. How come you're not up there camping and filming?
You should be up there already. It's April and May. Yeah. It's the middle of June. See that? You wanna go camping in the snow? In June? Like we just did? Hey. You quit bitching when I'm not up here earlier in the year, because we literally can't even get here. Hey, look at that. Snowbanks all over the place still. Love you guys. See you later.
Just turned 2:28. Getting done with all my stuff for the night. There we go outside. Have part of a cig. There's our buddy. Sitting out here on the lawn. Damn camera to work. There we go. He's just sitting right out here. And as you can see, you know, as you will note from looking at the daytime video, I'm in an apartment complex right in the middle of town. There's a big old buck, just laying there sleeping. Well, not really. He's just kind of looking at what's going around. Let's see, there you go. There's a street right there. I'm right in town. Lots of apartment building, lots of units here. I think it was like a 32-plex or something. There he is. He's having a nice night. Alright, we'll quit bugging you there, dude. See you guys later.